Hello, wonderful people. I hope you are all good. I am so sorry that I have not uploaded a YouTube video this past week. There is a reason behind it. I really wanted to stay on top of this and be really consistent with all my uploads, but honestly, I was hit, well, me and Jacob were both hit with a bit of an illness over the past week and a half, 2 weeks almost. So I sort of hit it after Jacob. So we've both honestly just been recovering. It's obviously been a little bit tough being on prep, being ill. You know, you still want to get everything done, but you need to recover. Recovery is a little bit harder when you're on prep as well. But I am back. I am alive again, finally. But I basically just wanted to have a chat to you about sort of how to manage being ill on prep, what to do when you are ill. Obviously, like I say, you really want to stay on plan. You really want to get everything done. You don't want to waste any time when you're in prep because you know that like time is of the essence. You really need to make sure that you are ready in time. And obviously, ideal world, you want to be ready a little bit early. So a full week of illness or just over a week of illness is really not ideal when you are. So in my case, I am 5 weeks out now. So obviously it sort of started at about 6 weeks out, 7 weeks out, that kind of time. So yeah, it's been difficult to manage, I'll be honest, because obviously, because I wanted to recover, we took cardio out, training just went to absolute shit. It was awful. Obviously, I'm at the stage in prep now where I am not at my strongest. Sessions can be a little bit more of a struggle, and obviously adding an illness into that just makes things 10 times worse, and it can mentally fuck you a little bit, to be honest, which I think it did a little bit. It was a struggle. Obviously, I still got everything done that I needed to. Obviously discussed with Dan throughout as well, support as well when you are ill. So we took a bit of cardio out. We did add a few high days in there as well, just so I could really recover, because obviously my physique just like deflated whilst I was ill, because my body was really trying to fight off whatever it was that was making me ill. So yeah, it was difficult. I looked absolutely awful after that. If any of you follow me on Instagram, I did do a post about it as well. But yeah, definitely wasn't my best look. And like I said, at this stage out, it is just a bit of a mental battle, to be honest. But we have come out the other end. I am feeling so much better now. I feel like yesterday was the first day where I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I feel like myself again, which is amazing. And obviously me and Jacob both being ill, yeah, we were both a bit down in the dumps, let's just say. But yeah, things are getting better. I did a check-in. My last check-in was on Wednesday. It's currently Friday. So no changes were made. Essentially, we're just doing a few low days. I am checking I am checking in again tomorrow morning, so I might show you guys a little bit of that as well. But yeah, we've just done low days since Wednesday. So obviously cardio went back in at 40 minutes. We've done 13k steps, low day food, back to training properly, feeling so much better. So we are training legs this evening, which will be really good to get back into that and hopefully get a bit more life in my legs and glutes, because like I say, I just feel like I completely deflated, and it makes you look at yourself and think I have no muscle, which is not ideal, but definitely leaner. Obviously in the time that I was ill, I did lose, I want to say about 3 pounds. So that's why no changes have been made, essentially, because we are sort of consistently dropping between probably like 2 to 3 pounds a week, which is a pretty rapid loss. And I'm actually back to my last prep's lowest weight. I'm definitely leaner now than I was at that weight last time, which hopefully, fingers crossed, means I have grown some muscle. But yeah, like I say, we do still have 5 weeks, so I think it's just going to be a little bit of a case of pushing and pulling now. So adding a few more high days, going between high days and low days, essentially. Because the only thing that really needs to come in now is like my glute ham tie-in and a little bit more from my quads. So I've got a few more lines going in my quads, but quads are getting there. But yeah, glutes and hams are a little bit more stubborn, which I know from last time they are. And to be honest, it may just be that I don't have enough muscle there yet. Because I think that's one thing that people forget. They try to get really lean, get all them really good tie-ins, but if you don't have the muscle there to have that definition, it's never going to come, and all you're going to do is completely exhaust your physique and just look even worse than if you actually weren't that lean. So it is just sort of a balancing act, and that's where having a really good coach is so important, because they will know that. They know sort of how much you can push it and how to fill back up if you need to as well. So yeah, that's sort of the goal over the next like 3-4 weeks, I'm guessing, is to just really try and get the legs in without completely fattening off the physique, dig too hard in the sort of last week or two before my first show. So yeah, that's really, really exciting. Next week is an exciting week as well, because I will be next weekend heading back to Time to Shine Bikinis to go and collect my bikini, which is very, very exciting. So I'll probably bring you guys along with that as well. Amy's going to come as well. She's picking up her bikini too. So yeah, that'd be really nice. We'll obviously get some content and stuff there as well. So keep your eyes peeled on Instagram. Go on the LFP page, go on my personal page, everything. We will post it all on there. I am back and it is lunchtime. So it's just gone 12:30. And my brain is fried, so we're caffeinating. Whew, I'm out of breath because I've just run up and down the stairs, but I have a Ghost Tropical Mango. I'll be honest, Ghost is not my favourite, but at the start of prep, Jake had ordered loads of like Ghost, different monsters, stuff like that, so we're just sort of making our way through the ones that we didn't really rate. But yeah, Ghost is, it's okay, but yeah, it's not my favourite. Monster will always be the best energy drink, I think. But yeah, as you can probably tell from my talking, my brain is not functioning, and I feel like I've really noticed the difference in the past like couple of weeks. And I don't know if that is partly being ill, but honestly, my brain is working at like minus 100 miles an hour. Like, it takes me so long to process things, and what I'm trying to say, I know what I want to say, but it's like it's not coming out of my mouth. And I had this with Ed yesterday. Shout out to Ed. He was talking to me, and I had to make him repeat himself about 4 times because I just like wasn't processing in my brain what he was saying. So yeah, apologies to anyone that's tried to have a conversation with me over the past few weeks, especially if it's in the evening after work. I feel like, yeah, my brain is just not functioning. But another thing I found as well is my memory is shocking, and I keep breaking things all the time. And Jacob is the same, so we may end this prep with nothing left because I have smashed my phone. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Whilst I was walking Flex, I dropped that on the path, which is like a gravel path. So yeah, straight into a rock and smashed that. Jacob has also smashed his phone. We've had plate smashing, mug smashing, all sorts. So yeah, again, if anyone speaks to both of us at the gym or tries to have any kind of interaction with us when we're tired, it's probably not going to be the best, but just know, like, we are there, we are still alive, sort of, just barely functioning at the moment, which is nice. But like I say, I actually do feel so much better today, and I think it was just partly from both of us being ill that we just weren't functioning. But another thing I found is like productivity has been a bit of a weird one. So obviously prep has made me so much more productive. I have to be very scheduled with everything I'm doing. I have to plan everything in. But again, I think because of the lack of brain functionality, things have gone a little bit AWOL, a little bit out the window. So what I want to do today, sort of this weekend, is really start writing everything down, making a plan of what is priority at the moment. So I don't know if this will be announced yet. It may be announced yet, but we have a few exciting things with coaching coming up, so keep an eye on Instagram for that. Obviously the gym is going, we've got the tan and massage within the gym as well, so I am sort of in charge of the sunbeds at the moment, so I've like taken over the Instagram. We're getting a lot of things planned for that. That is sort of in the making. So if you are in Derby, if you are at the gym and you want sunbeds, and yeah, obviously loads going on at the gym as well, and then loads with posing too. So we've got all the big shows coming up. So I've lost my train of thought of where I was actually going with this now. I think I was just saying I'm really busy, which, as you can tell, I am. There's a lot going on over the next couple of months. But after the British, we've then got Rome to look forward to. So yeah, so much going on, and obviously there's a lot of plans we want to do. We want to spend some time with friends post-show as well, because obviously this is one thing with prep, you sort of have to become a bit MIA. You can't be going out and doing loads of nice things. You can't be going out for meals. You can do certain things, but especially at this point in prep, it's a little bit draining when you've got a lot going on as well. It's just actually finding the time to be able to go and do certain things. So me and Jacob have just been sticking to sort of some of the basic things. Like, we've been to the cinema a couple of times and things like that. So yeah, we'll be excited to go spend some time with loads of people post-show as well, which will be really exciting. And then business, hopefully, will keep flourishing, and we can do a lot more as well and keep the productivity. But yeah, it's the one thing I think where I started with this was it's been a little bit tricky without my brain not functioning, with trying to keep productive, making sure everything's being ticked off. So me and Jacob are going to sit down today or this weekend, write out a list of everything that needs doing, sort of give ourselves some deadlines for it as well, because I think that can be tricky as well when you don't, being self-employed, obviously you don't have specific deadlines. With me at work, I know exactly when everything needs to be done. I get told to do it sort of then. Obviously some things are my responsibility, but I know my weekly tasks, I know what needs to be done. It's all very much the same. Whereas being self-employed, you don't know what's going to happen. You've got no one to tell you essentially what to do or how to run it. So it is all up to me and Jacob essentially. So yeah, we're going to get organised, get a plan together and sort our shit out basically. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a little update. I am now going to make some food, have my second meal. I will make my pre-workout meal as well so I can head to the gym. I've finished training now, so obviously I finished work, came to the gym, I trained legs like I mentioned, and then I have just finished my 40 minutes of cardio. Really good session, and which is why I can tell how much better I am after being ill. I feel like I didn't realise how dead I was from being ill until I come back now and my strength has gone way up again. I just felt so much better in the session, so really happy about that, because I was a bit worried that it was just prep that had fucked me basically, but it was just the illness. So we are back, we are feeling good, but I just thought, I'm actually sat in the office and obviously speaking earlier about sort of productivity and me and Jacob wanting to be a little bit more organised, a little bit more productive, sort of get back on track a little bit. I came to the gym and Jacob had sort of done up the office a little bit more, so it's been a bit of a work in progress for the past couple of months. We're trying to make it sort of our own, make it functional but nice to sit in, somewhere where we can come and do work, so even if we're not working at the gym we can still come, sit down, do some other work, things like that. So yeah, that's really nice. So I thought I'd just give you a little bit of a tour of a gym office in case anyone is interested in what it's going to be quite hard to show you because it's not the biggest office in the world, but you sort of come in, we have a bit of a sofa bed, so just in case Jacob needs a nap during the day as well, this does pull out into a bed, but just a little comfy area. Jacob put up some little bodybuilding posters, of course, because why not? We also have loads of like bodybuilding books, sort of for coaching, so if we ever need any of that, these are some of the really good books up here. So a couple that I've read are the Glute Lab, which is a really good one. Be Your Own Bodybuilding Coach is also a really good book. So yeah, loads of books in here, so if there are any members that want to sit and have a read, kind of educate yourself a little bit, you can come and steal some of these, that's absolutely fine. Of course, we have protein cream of rice, security cameras as well, that's not very interesting. Jacob has his full setup here. I don't think he's actually used this here, but yeah, again, if he ever has really long days here, he can sit and do work or game. Probably more likely game on this. Ignore the toilet roll, that is not staying. But then we just have like all of our supplements, all of our like intra-workout, pre-workouts, everything like that me and Jacob both use. We do have a toaster as well and a kettle, but that's at reception. And yeah, just a few like essentials basically. So if we ever forget anything when we come to the gym, it is all here, it is all ready for us to use.
Take over. I've been asked to jump.
Oh, it's attached to my face. You have to attach it to your...
Yeah, I do look a bit homeless because I do have I'm a very good example to talk about what I need to talk about, and really I feel like Mel's just using me here because I should do my YouTube, but I ain't got time. I hate saying I ain't got time. I've got time, but I'm not organised. So I just want to talk about little... Yeah, you're going to have to excuse the way I look, but let's get to the topic. I just been through a bit of a shitty spell, and it happens, you know, when you've probably gone through this, when motivation sort of dips and you get yourself into those shitty habits that you shouldn't do, and you shouldn't do, and you know they impact the way you feel and almost make you depressed. What you need to do is, I'm a big believer that if you feel slightly depressed, if you feel slightly demotivated, it's more almost your life telling you need to pick your shit up and get on with it. So I just need a big reset, and sometimes it may take a few days. So today I've just been a bit better with certain things. I've actually stuck to my food plan. I've almost done my steps now. I'm going to take the dog out for a walk, so I'll complete that. I've done my cardio. I've done a few bits at the gym. So what you need to do is find a system and stick to it. That's definitely going to help. And that's what we're planning to do now. We're going to go out, eat the meal, go out for a walk or shop. Probably go to, and obviously get systems in place, get organised and get back on plan. So don't dwell too much on shit times, and they always come. They get, I bet they get the most successful people. So, you know, we all have shit days. Just pick yourself up and go again.
We are back from this walk. All tasks have been completed, which is beautiful. It is late, as you can probably see. It's dark out, but I am just about to go shower, get ready for bed. We'll chill and watch some TV for like an hour probably before bed. But yeah, I don't actually know what Jacob said in that last clip. Like I say, I was sort of in and out of the kitchen making us both some food. So hopefully that was useful for you guys. But yeah, honestly, we both feel so much better after today. Like I said at the start of the video, we just needed a bit of a reset to sort of get back to being productive. We've made a plan for this whole weekend, obviously bank holiday on Monday. So we have some extra time as well, which is really nice. So we've made a good plan. We're back on track, I think, a little bit more, which is very nice. So just going to relax for the rest of the evening, ready for tomorrow. We've got quite a busy weekend. We've got a few posing sessions over the next sort of 3 days. Like I say, it's bank holiday, so I'm off work, so I've got some posing sessions on Monday as well. And yeah, quite a lot to do. But yeah, we got loads of tasks done today. I did a very boring job of all the VAT for the past like 3 months, so quarter 2, I think it was for, or quarter 1, I don't even know, but it was 3 months worth of VAT receipts, and that is one thing that I definitely need to get better at, is sending them as I go rather than waiting until the deadline is almost due and then trying to find every single receipt and get it all together and send it all across. So yeah, but that task has been completed today, which is really nice. Like I showed you, the office has been completed, so I feel like we're sort of, like I say, we're set, we're back on track, which is really, really good. Other thing, actually, today I finished this book. So I have been, the past, I want to say like year especially, I've been such like a TikTok book talk, whatever you call it, girly, and I've read all the like popular TikTok books, and I was putting this one off for ages because I'm not really a fantasy kind of book reader. I'm a little bit more of like a romance, I like a thriller. So yeah, I was putting off reading this, but oh my god, it was so good. It was addicting. So I think there's like 2 more in the trilogy. Is that what you call it? But I've also, my sister gave me the ACOTAR series to read, which I'm quite excited to read that now because everyone's hyped it up, and like I said, I was putting it off for so long. So after I've read the 2nd and 3rd book of this, I'm going to move on to that. But the other ones of this are on my Kindle. Yeah, I don't know if that was interesting. I don't know if anyone cares about that, but I am absolutely loving it, and it's such a good cardio to just pass the time, basically. If I've not got like a YouTube video or whatever to watch, reading a book makes the time go by so quickly, and also definitely helps me sleep, because the one thing I do struggle with sleep quite a lot. It's not really prep that causes it. I'm quite a light sleeper in general. I don't tend to get a lot of like REM and deep sleep, so this just helps my brain relax, basically. I switch off from the world for like half an hour before I go to sleep, and it definitely helps. So yeah. But anyway, like I say, I'm just going to go shower. I really need to wash my hair and just relax for the evening. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was probably a bit of a rambly one. I feel like it was just a lot of talking, but like I said, I wanted to keep consistent with it. I wanted to just put something out there and give you all a bit of like an honest update on how things have been going, because like I've mentioned, it hasn't been the best, but honestly, today feels 10 times better. So please comment below if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, please subscribe. I really, really appreciate it if you do, and I will catch you all in the next video.